Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Commanders.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the court. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up inside the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 15 carries, 62 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Flushed out right. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a fourth down. How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They run it again with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Complete. It's Dodson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Over the middle, brought in by Dodson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. Target is to Dodson, and he's got him. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll hit, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. 2nd half kickoff, ready to go. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, Leonard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Leonard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Washington going to send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-1 here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of skull. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor, 75 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play, because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's got another field goal, his fourth now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, much time so they can get to...
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 62 yards. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. At time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now remember, all touchdowns on review in a tight game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a handoff up the middle. Leonard. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Up the middle they go. It's Leonard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Leonard, and he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed it.
today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Uses the stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a throw here to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On second down now, Middleton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Washington first. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On second down, it's Leonard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Up the middle they go. Middleton. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll try again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and fourth overall. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. Well, this is caught by Williams. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Marr is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second and 3. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Deron Payne gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Out of the gun now on third down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 81 yards. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on... And trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flush to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on first down. Leonard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They run the jet sweep. Dotson. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 72 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now back to throw. He's got Smith here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side to Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. There's Smith. He's got it along the sideline. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd down now. It's Leonard, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 1st down, it's Leonard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's the Commanders who come away with a win, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Washington, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.